Last week, IGN uploaded their final preview on Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm here to address a few fucking outrageous and dumb features this game is offering and why they're a problem. Yeah, sorry, kinda clickbaited you there, but since you're here, I'm gonna start by saying I'm not the biggest fan of the open world Assassin's Creed games. I like the older ones much better, but that's not me saying the open world ones are bad. They're just not the style I like for an Assassin's Creed game. But anyways, watching the preview, the game looks as okay as it could look. The new gameplay and the overall state of the game looks much better than previous versions they showed, which is obviously expected as they were still working on the game. But there are a few things I saw in this preview that made me question what the fuck they were doing when developing this game. About halfway through the preview, they showed off the base building aspect of this game in a side meditation game mode. And while some people probably think that's pretty cool, I am on the opposite end of the spectrum, and I genuinely think this is just a fucking dumbass idea. Like, who is this for? This is an Assassin's Creed game. I'm supposed to be sneaking around and fucking slicing throats, not building a fucking village that doesn't matter and putting pets in there and shit. In the meditation mode, like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? I'd be absolutely shocked to find anyone who says, I really don't feel like doing any side quests right now, but thank God there's a meditation minigame. Like, who on the team said, hey, I know the core game isn't that great right now, but let's kind of push that to the side because I have some sweet ideas to add base building and meditation features to the game. And I know only 1% of people are actually going to give a fuck about this, but I really think it's going to make the game much better. And then the cross-eyed dipshits sitting around him are like, oh my god, you might be onto something there, buddy. That's how I think it went down in the meeting to add features like this, but I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. I just don't know exactly what to say about this. We're just at this point where games are adding too many features, and while some of the features are cool and actually contribute to the game in a positive way, sometimes they just don't. And when you're adding features like this to the game, you're just taking away time, money, and focus that should be allocated to the core game. It's one thing if people were asking for these features, but they aren't. And with as much criticism this game has received regarding its gameplay, story, and characters, and even the entire culture aspect of this game, which had many errors from what I understand, you would think they would put their sole focus into fixing all of that, and then if there's room at the end, add dumb shit like this. And I'm not just picking on this game. I think there's a lot of games, especially today, where they focus on adding too many things that don't contribute to the game in good ways, and in return this takes away from the overall quality of the game. It's really just that simple. Assassin's Creed is a really good example of a game that has gotten worse over the years, for me at least. Like, it went from a real assassin-y stealth game where if you got in any sort of fight that didn't have to do with stealth, you were dead as fuck. But now, it's open world and the stealth has really been pushed to the side, and you could see that just by looking at Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's two main characters, and only one is designed for stealth, while the other is a brute samurai who goes in swinging. And I've heard that you spend equal amounts of time playing each character throughout the game, so if that's really the case and half your time is playing a brute samurai warrior, it's easy to see how Assassin's Creed has moved away from the assassins part and is now just Creed. But with all that said, I do think the game will be received decent at least, and people will kinda like it. I do think the game will have a ton of problems and complaints that will come to light once everyone gets their hands on the game, and I won't be one of those people, because to me, everything about the game looks mediocre, bland, and unappealing. As I said before, I'm not a huge fan of the open world Assassin's Creed games, so even if I was to give them another try, I would start with one of the previous ones, just because they look much better in terms of quality. This game has had its priorities all over the place, and that's probably not a good thing for the end product, which for a game that's going to be $70, doesn't sound like the smartest purchase. If the game was like $10 on release, then I'd probably give it a shot, but that's not going to happen. So I hope all you gamer warriors and Assassin's Creed fanboys out there have a great time with this. But that's it for me. I just wanted to address those dumb fucking stupid features that an Assassin's Creed game is including. Fucking joke. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
How many fans were debating what the definitive story was for Valhalla and Odyssey?